Greetings, this is Classic Games Redefined. My name's Rich. We're looking at yet another one of my games on half a checkerboard, and this is 2-5 Skidoo. This is a pressure luck game. We have the dice tower, which isn't necessary, but it's used to help randomize. So I will chuck the dice in here and explain how the game works. You will normally have this. You need like one marker per these 4 spaces. And you also, the mark where you're going to move temporarily during your turn. You do it like that. These go this way. And then this is your base area where a piece will start. Bear with me one second. For some oddball reason, these got all locks. So just give me one second. I'm going to unlock these. I don't know why it did that. Because I was trying to lock these. You see these little numbers in back, which are piece pack pieces. They're included in Tabletop Simulator. And that's good. So I can pick that up. I can pick that up. I could sometimes use 3 checkers and stack them. This is just a little bit easier from this perspective. The board's big enough. And you have these to mark what you do. What we're going to do here is we also use these to keep track of what the target number is. There's 2 ways to play this. What you're going to do is you keep rolling dice. You'll have a target number in both versions. The one I'm recommending you start out with is you have to exceed what the target number is with 3 of these dice. If you want to play something that's a little bit more advanced, I recommend afterwards, which is a little bit more like a pressure luck game, which you meet or exceed. That way it allows greater swings. So what we do here is we're going to start with the black player because they're on the left, and then we'll go to the red player. So you roll the 6 dice. And then what I do here is I roll this. And if you see numbers here, just going to drag these over. If it gets a little bit mixed up, it gets mixed up. Okay, that's fine. Ideally, once you roll them, you want to have it. You're going to use 4 or 6 of these dice. Let me just move this over here. Here we go. The number's 2, 4, 5. What it was is I'm going to take one of these dice and say, I want to advance that piece here. So let's... Do we have a 5? Yes. I want to go low. So I'm going to say... That was a 5, by the way. It was a 5 before. So what I'm going to do here is I would say I want to advance the 5 1 space. And then my target number I'm going to have that I have to exceed next round is 8. And 2 of them I don't use. So we chose to do that. And I think I can beat 8. So remember, meet or exceed is the way I prefer, but we're just going to go exceed. Take these dice, just lump them together in one big pile, and then just throw them in here. And then we roll. And then 8. I'm gonna have to. This was actually 10, I believe, in here. I'm going to have to use 1. My number is 10. So, oh, shoot. 8. You know what? I'm going to roll that again because I lost track of it. And you know what? What is that? Well, the dice got stuck in there. Interesting. It fell out. That's why. I wonder why I'm short. I'm going to re-roll this. Hang on a second. Which you're not supposed to do, but things got wonky here. So let's just take this. We'll drop that in the tower. It fell behind. That's what happened. I was wondering what happened. Remember, my target number is 8. By the way, I should do that. Remember, I said what my target number, I believe I said, was 8. So I'll take one of these markers. This is just what I'm using to track score, because I have the numbers there anyway. I will now zoom in closer and move back. And now we'll go. This is a relatively simple game. This got published in Games Magazine, by the way. There isn't too many 2-player pressure luck games. Has some interesting tactical decisions. So let's just drag this out here. Okay, one thing that happens is that, let's say, for example, I have a piece here. And then this piece is here. And then I want to move the piece in the 4 column. I leap over my opponent. So what it was is by getting closer to it, I actually get certain advantages. It's just a little tactical quirk that works well. So anyhow, let's move this back here. Remember I said my target number is 8. So let's see what we have here. I have a 2. And can I advance the 5 space any? 2. My target number is 8. So Let's do this. 8. I'm going to grab all these and just pick them up. That's what I'm looking at here. My target number to beat is 8, I believe. If it was 7, I apologize. We'll just say it's 8. I'm just saying what it was. I have to make a decision here. 8. So I could do this. The 6s and 1s are useless. They're normally. So it's 2 through 5, which is used for movement. I can take the 4. I don't have a 5 here. So we do have a 9, which is useful. So I want to work with this. You know, I'll advance the 4 one space. And my target number now is 9. So I'll put that there for tracking score. So you can use paper to track or something else for keeping your head. It just may come out. Okay. Sometimes if you roll a lot of 6s, that's not good either. 9. 9. My target number to beat is 9, so I can go 10. We have a 9. So by going like that, I already advanced to 4, so we're going to do it this way. We have a 10, which now my number is going to be up to 10, so I will drop that there. And I want to advance to 4 one more space. So next up, I'm going to just go here and shake these and just throw them in the, and they got jams, so 10. Okay. Let's say I rolled that. Okay. Now 5, we're pushing 11 here. I got a lot of 5s. What I would do is I would say my target number is going to be 11. And I will 11. We'll move that here, make it 11. And then I will grab the 4 or 5. I'm going to grab the 4 and push that forward one. 11. Keep in mind, I could gonker. It gets harder as you do stuff here, so that's just, we drop them in like this. And that fell off the edge of the table. Let's just bring this here and drop this in here. I got to be an 11. Hopefully we did something well enough. Well, we beat the 11, so we can beat the 11. We got to use 3 of the dice. And I'm going to take the 4 and make this actually a 15. So we're going to go to 15. And I'm going to move the 4 one more space. So at this point, I'm going to bank the points. If I fail to, and that's what these bases are for, the pawns that using advance would end up going back to start. So you know what we'll do? We'll just mark the base and that, like that there. That's just used to mark an area. So what we're going to do here, now red will go. So go in and drop like this here. Grab this. Wow, that's a beautiful roll. Well, it was beautiful, but still. That's a 4. And note the thing, you notice here, that this is a 5 on that side, and that's 2 another one. That adds another interesting wrinkle to it. So, that's a 4, and we're going to move the 2, 4. We'll advance it one space. I'm going to take these back and put them here like this. Just extra markers. So we'll take the 2 and we'll make it a 4 because that's my target number now. Next up, advance that one. Now we got to beat 4. So we'll go ahead and drop it in here. Okay, let's grab these. It's going to be a little bit of mixing up that happened. Let's drop them on the table. That had some potential to be good, but at this point, it's going to be ridiculously high. So, 4 or 5. The 6s I can't use. They're points. So I can do the 4 or 5. Too bad. And You know what? I will push the 5 ahead one. One space only, not 2. So we pick the 5, and then we could say it's 17, and we're done. So we advance the base here like that. We advance this base here like that. Now it goes back to this player's turn. So what we do here is I'll just drop it in there. I'm going to scan back for a second, see what we have going on. Sometimes you get good rolls, sometimes you don't. So we'll drop it on the table. What do we have here? It's now black's turn. So black, sometimes you get that really bad. And the context measures like that here. So let's go as low as possible. We'll grab the 3s. 1, 4, 3, 3. Okay. That's an 8. So black moves an 8. And now it's a 4 or 6. So okay, 4. Oh, sorry about that. Wrong thing. Want to leave the base there. 4 like that. And the target number is 8. So we will roll them again. Let's go up a bit for a second. Go like this. Bang it onto things just to cause some mayhem. And drop them in here. Well, I just had a die fall off the edge of the table, so it's back. Let's throw it in the pit here. Throw it in the thing. Goes in. Grab this. Let's see, we have an 8. I gotta beat an 8. So I'm looking to see what I want to do here. Can I push the 4 more? That's one thing that's looking at you doing here. Can you push the 4 more? Yeah, we have a 4. 8. 8. Another thing I want to keep in mind here is that if I move there, then he's going to get a free ride. So the thing I want to do about doing that there, I might want to push another one up here. 8. Can I make a 9? Yeah, we can. So by doing this, 5 and 4 is 9. I'm going to make it a 9. And I'm going to move the 5 up 1 space. We'll move it that way. And do it this way. So we'll go like this here. And we drop them in. I just had something fall off the edge of the table. Drop that in. And I'll drop this in here too. And grab all these and just, we'll pretend it's a part of the roll. 9. Let's see, do we have a 10? Okay, we can do the 5, and I think pull in a 10. We do have a 10, so we're going to make it 10. And we do that, we make it a 10. Okay, we make it a 10, and we'll advance to 5 one more. So, there's that. I'm going to go and try to bear one of the pieces off, so yeah. 10. Can I pull off an 11? That's the thing we're wondering about here. Yes, we do have an 11, fortunately. And we're going to be moving at 2 because 10, 11. We'll be moving to 2. Kind of fate tells me to do that, so we moved to 2. That's an 11. And I feel like I'd push my luck one more time. So I have decisions I have to make according to this. This is a nice game to play if, you know, you just want something to drink you up bored, just press it. It's just something relaxing. And try to do what you can. See if we can pull off a 12. This is what happens, and if you blow up, you have an issue. Because I can't make the 12. So, what it was is that black messed up, which seemed to be a good idea, but didn't. So these go back. Unfortunately, the progress we had got wasted. Now red goes, and we'll take these. Now red goes, and I'm telling to remind myself so I don't get turned on it wrong. So now red goes now. Like that there. So, what do we have here? I wonder if I could push the 3. I don't have a 3 this time, but I do have 5. So, what I like to do is I like to take the lowest combination possible, which happens to be a 9. It's like a 9. Oh, boy. So, red's going to move 9, I believe. 8 and 1. 8 and 1, 9. 9. And then that leaves 5s. Fate has told me I need to move the 5. So he moves the 5 that way. Then, remember the advanced variant, which I recommend playing, is the meter exceed this target number you're looking below? So the target number to beat is 9. So we need a 10 or better. So I think we have our 10. Well, we're going to have an 11. Wow. Okay. It's going to be a 12 unless I do something different. It's going to be a 12. And that is a 5 or 2. It's like a, we'll push it as a 5. And that's it. I'm not going to push the luck any further. So, let's say we advance the game. I'm going to say the thing here is, let's say we got down here. And then I rolled the 3 and I chose to stop. Okay. At that point, we rolled. We're done at that point. And then this piece, now, if you roll a 4 in the future, for future rolls, 4 is a dead column. So that's one thing that happens. There's the die that fell out. Anyhow, you're going to play like this. It's relatively simple enough. Well, that's interesting. That's the problem with seeing 3D. So, let's grab the die and drop it in there. So, anyhow. Yeah, any rolls of 4 for red now, once they're off the board, let's say ended its turn, is now dead for them. So you might as well pop the checker on top to say they're dead. And then you want to kill off all the other numbers by doing it that way. It's not dead for both players. Black still has to go on and can roll whatever. Yeah, red 3's dead. Actually, 3's dead. Sorry, we put it here. Because you mark what it was. 3's dead. And then 4 is still active for that. And then you're trying to go around to get all the pieces off the board here. So anyhow. Okay, you know what this is? That's about it. That's 2-5 Skidoo. And I do want to thank you for watching, and may your die always roll 5.